Ukraine didn't deserve this. I mean, they are just incredible Europe country.
Putin is our generation's biggest bitch.
Hi everyone, привіт усім, вітаю вас на Ніна Україна. And this is Gevin. Do you remember Gevin? Пам'ятаєте Гевіна з моїх відео, де він реагував на українські танці, українські пісні? Now I show you some songs that are very recent, that are from the last few months.
Okay, so they're all inspired by what's recently happened?
Yes, so I'll show you 3 songs. The first one is Kalush Orchestra, Stefania. This song was written before the war, but the video was made since the war started and inspired by what's happening. The second one is called Two Step, and the third one is Україна Переможе. Ukraine will win. The name of the third song is.
It's interesting that the third one's in English.
It's in Ukrainian. I
mean the second one.
The second one, yes. Actually, the second one is half English, half in Ukrainian. And all the other ones are fully in Ukrainian.
Oh, okay. So I might understand some of the words. Hooray!
Yeah, and the second one is actually a collaboration between Ed Sheeran and Antytila.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, Ed Sheeran. You know Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, that's a redhead.
Do you like his songs?
Yeah, I like his songs.
So I hope these 3 videos, through the arts, through music, will shed more light to how things look like and how it makes people feel and what our Ukrainians are going through right now.
Right.
We're gonna start with Kalush Orchestra, who won the Eurovision Song Contest recently. And you've heard of Eurovision already, not from me, from...
Yeah, actually when I heard the Ukraine had won, I was reading through the news. It's like, the Ukraine has won. I was like, I know someone from Ukraine.
Wow! So, do you know Kalush, the name of this band? Where is it coming from?
I feel like is it a place?
Yeah, it is a place.
I'm going to assume it's in the Ukraine.
Що за питання? Я з Калуша. Ви знаєте, де Калуш?
Де саме? В Івано-Франківській області.
А, ти чого підказуєш?
Yes, it's in Ukraine. Yes, it's a town in the west of Ukraine named Kalush. It is in Ivano-Frankivska Oblast in the west of Ukraine. I've never been in this oblast, in this region, but I'd love to go.
So I'm excited to hear this. I don't know if I've actually heard the whole song through. I know I've heard snippets. I don't think I've actually heard the actual song.
Kalush Orchestra, Stefania originally was written to dedicate it to his mom.
I once dedicated this song to my mother, and when the war broke out, the song took on a lot of new meanings. Although there's not a word about the war in the song, many people began to associate the song with Mother Ukraine. Moreover, society began to call it the anthem of our war. But if Stefania is now the anthem of our war, I would like it to become the anthem of our victory.
There are a lot of scenes that you'll see that are from the war, from the consequences of the war in Ukraine.
Stefania, mamo, mamo, Stefania, rozkwitaje pole, a wona sywieje.
So, was this video filmed in Ukraine, or is it just depicting?
In Ukraine, it's not depicting. It is actual places north from Kyiv. So it's actually like 30 minutes from where I'm from, 30-minute drive from where I'm from. It's called Irpin, Gostomel, Bucha.
All those cars, that's not props for a music video. This is all real shit.
Real footage from the destruction.
That makes that video very dangerous for them to film.
I like that, bro. I fucking like that rap right there, bro.
I just want to get vibing because I know it's so hard times, but this song is really good.
I'm from Sierra Leone, okay? My country went through a civil war. I know how war devastates people. So, like, it's a terrible place. It's a terrible state of mind to be in. It's awful, you know. As a kid, I had to experience things like this. Not a great thing to experience at all. No one should ever experience like chaos like that. No one. No one deserves it.
So So now there will be the lead singer who is a different person.
Is it going to be the guy with the face tattoos? Or?
No, that one is another. It's not a tattoos, it's a clothing over his face, which is called the carpet. His name is Carpet. So no one has seen his face ever.
Okay.
Always been carpet over his face. Okay.
Okay.
Look at that.
I think that's supposed to represent like dead bodies. There's so many people die.
People who shot all of this are amazing.
All the ladies that they're showing, they're fighting for their country.
Ukraine didn't deserve this. I mean, they're just incredible Europe country.
This video does remind me of the videos I've seen of just everything that's been happening over there. Just
in Ukraine.
Yeah, just videos of just.
I mean, that's.
Yeah.
Maybe same. Some of them are same ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. You want to vibe.
That was the lead singer, so he's making the sound with this instrument. So
I don't know why I'm trying to find symbolism in that pink hat. I don't imagine there is, but I guess I saw the kid with the pink hat, and then I saw him with it.
He has been wearing it since the start of his career. Most of people have never seen him without a pink hat.
Okay.
I
really like the melody on this. I do kind of feel bad bopping my head while I'm watching imagery of that, but it's a really good song. I really like it.
So there are 3 women in this video. So this one, her role is to bring a child and to give it to her parents, not the child parents, but to her own parents, because she has to go to the war. So this woman is giving a child to their grandparents and will now go to the war.
Okay.
So this was the second woman. She just has brought a girl to her mom because they were separated for some long time.
Right.
Stefania, mother, Stefania.
It would suck to see a loved one go into a war.
And this is a third woman. So try to understand this symbolism here now with the third woman and her child. So she's giving her daughter to the priest, which means most likely that she's dead. And now she is meeting her mother, which is most likely meaning that the mother is dead as well.
But then you're like got this beat that just grabs you. I feel like bad by dancing, but it's hard not to.
What a contrast.
What do you think is the percentage of women in Ukrainian army?
You know what? They have been showing only women in the army in this. I'm gonna.
But it's about mothers, so that's with the focus on women.
I'm gonna go 20%.
Yeah, it's 20 to 25%. I don't know exactly, but yeah, that's pretty close.
Okay.
So the last scene is this tank which is in fire, and that represents Russia. And now there will be a child with a Molotov cocktail, which would represent Ukraine, that is gonna win very soon.
The tone is positive. The imagery and the lyrics are definitely not.
Just interesting to see that the change in meaning.
These kids are facing trauma. These people are facing trauma right now.
It just like breaks your heart seeing it. Sometimes we see stuff on the internet and we see stuff on TV and it just feels like it's a world away, but like it's really not. The world is much smaller than we think it is. Anyway, that's Kalush Orchestra. It's a beautiful song. Definitely haunting.
That's a great song. I really enjoyed it. I wish I knew what that instrument he was playing was.
Yeah,
though.
it's a Ukrainian instrument, so people don't. Ed Sheeran and Antytila. Antytila is a Ukrainian band, and the lead singer Taras Toполя. I would say the big difference would be that now we will have more of a male perspective, because this was more like female perspective and like what our women are going through, and that one would have more a male perspective.
Okay.
So first part will be Ed Sheeran only, and the second part will be Taras Toполя only, and then they will merge for a little bit in the end.
Okay.
Taras Toполя. Okay.
Taras Toполя.
Okay. Ready? Only 2 minutes 30 seconds.
All right, quickie.
I had a bad week, spent the evening pretending it wasn't that deep. You could see in my eyes that it was taking over. I guess I was just blind and caught up in the moment. You know you take all of my stress right down. Help me get it off my chest and out into the ether with the rest of this mess.
Two-step.
Two-step. Okay.
Just keeps us depressed, we forget that we're here right now. Cause we're living life at a different pace, stuck in a constant race. Keep the pressure on, you're bound to break. Something's got to change, we should just be cancelling all our plans and not give a damn if we're missing out on what the people think is right. Seeing through a picture behind a screen and forget to be, lose the conversation for the
But is this the same building that looked like this after the war?
For the message that you'll never read, I think maybe you and me, oh, we should head out to the place where the music plays.
Is this the before and after?
Just stepping with a woman I love. All my troubles standing up, and when I'm in your eyes,
so catchy.
We'll keep turning up and go all night. We had dips and falls in our time, but we know what it means to be low then up, alone then love, and all we need is us to go all.
Do you by any chance know what those areas were, or is it,
No, I don't know what areas were in this video.
Okay.
Yeah. Якщо ви знаєте, де саме знімалося це відео, напишіть, будь ласка, у коментарях знизу.
But it is crazy just how just barren, and you just can see that just the devastation of just all the colors is gone. Because I've seen pictures that you've sent up to like the Ukraine, and it's just it's a shame to see it so washed out. Even the sky looks like
the sky
washed.
is crying together with Ukrainians.
Yeah.
Night, night, just stepping with a woman I love. Night, yeah.
So that's his partner, who was imaginary partner. Yeah.
All we need is a
Селяни обірвали наш сон. У дві валізи все минуле, далі go-go. Ти за кермом невідомий.
Sirens interrupt our sleep. In 2 suitcases, all the past. Then go. We're behind the wheel into the unknown.
And all the nerves in my fist, and do not tear me so. I stay to inhale the smoke, Dior's latest scents with him.
Maybe I just, because I can see it written here, and I can't see Ed Sheeran's, but this definitely has more of the symbolism I was looking for, as far as...
Yeah.
I remember you wanted to go to Rome. It all comes down to the fact that first in the Crimea, we will stir up our movement. No one will come out of the water dry.
We are caught on a busy morning as a drama series. We all been heroes here for months, and we are showrunners here. I guess I feel in those lyrics, I feel the pain of what's actually happened. His is coming from just the experience of actually having all this hardship thrown upon him, where Ed Sheeran is more of watching. I mean, we all feel some level of pain of what's happening, but it's one of those things where
you cannot
can't truly appreciate what's going on or how this feels.
For Ukrainians, the question is like, because we do need help and support, and Ukraine cries for help, is like, what's the best way to convey it? And like, maybe music is one of the best ways to convey, like through music videos, what's happening exactly. Because you can know the numbers or hear the numbers from the news, but it doesn't mean that you really understand what are like families people are going through.
Right.
Okay, and the second part of these lyrics was, the plot is on fire, how many more missiles? Honey, I promise, when it's all over, I will dance with you so slow, and I will kiss you where love is. Again and again, wait for me when it's all over, I will fall with you into this flow, he'll wear love. Again and again, wait for me when it's all over.
Сирени обірвали наш сон. У дві валізи все минуле, далі go-go. Ти за кермом невідомий, всі нерви вкулакуй нерви. Мене так є зал...
Oh shoot, he's a medic. Yo, medics?
He's actually in the army.
Oh.
So yeah, so he's doing a lot.
Останні запахи Діор із ним. Я пам'ятаю.
Most people make music video and the music video is different from the song or something like that. But this right here, bro, it's probably just them recording exactly.
Пам'ятаю, ти хотіла в Рим. Все йде до того, що спочатку на Крим. Свій двіж замовзим, ніхто не вийде із води сухим. Нас застав напряжний ранок, як серіал, драма місяцями. Герої ми тут шоураннер, горить сюжет, скільки ще ракет. Мила обіцяю, коли все мине. Я танцюватиму з тобою so slow. І цілуватиму.
Yo, the kid is not even bothered, bro. They got so used to this happening, bro. It's just like a regular day. Just a regular day, bro. Just a regular day, man.
It's one of those interesting things, and I guess I noticed that with the other one, is it's one of those moments where, as a parent, I imagine you have to then explain what's going on
to your kids.
Yeah, I guess that's something I've noticed with both these videos, is you just have these kids that are just like,
what's happening?
Yeah, the parents have some level of just like, this is, at least they kind of understand. So them, it's just like, this is their whole
life,
life.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine explaining this to a younger person.
When the young lady grows up and you play this song, it's gonna trigger like a memory. It's gonna bring back some memories that maybe she's trying to forget.
Somebody needs to stop Putin. Somebody needs to stop this dude. Like what do we do? We just take all of this oligarchs' money away? What do we need to do just to cut him off completely? Fuck that dude. Putin is our generation's biggest bitch. Millions of people displaced. Thousands of people dead. Homes destroyed. All for what? So one fucking asshole at the top can get more? The only thing we can really do is just fund Ukraine. Just give money to Ukraine. Give them tanks. Give them the means to defend themselves. Give them the technology.
I hope there will be more collaborations between world artists and Ukrainian artists, world famous artists. It helps to increase awareness and it helps to convey what's happening in Ukraine right now. I'm curious, what will you think about this song number 3?
Okay, how do I pronounce this one?
Ukraine Will Win.
Okay.
And we need to read the lyrics first because otherwise you won't be able to understand.
Okay.
So this song is optimistic, though realistic as well, because I believe Ukraine will win. But it's cheerful in a way. You can read this loud.
Okay. The occupier was driving a tank. Fate is inevitable. Its tower was blown away.
You understood it right, yeah. His tower, or his tower.
With Stogma to avenge Bucha?
So Bucha is one of the places that were severely affected by Russian occupants, like those were in the first video, the places from there.
Okay. The occupier flew in MiG-35.
Okay, I have to translate it better. So the occupier flew. After you did something to the occupier, then he just flew.
Oh, okay.
He or his had, yeah.
It seems to have become the 20th for the Kyiv Ghost. The enemy's equipment burns in a blazing fire. Ukraine's gonna win. It burns, and still ignites. The Russian ship go
So, have you heard Russian worship, go fuck yourself. Have you heard this phrase?
I don't think I have.
No?
Well, I have now.
This phrase became a meme, so now we have like a lot of t-shirts, and even like the post office has released a mark with like a sign like that where a guy stands like that in front of the Russian warship, go fuck yourself. Yeah. And actually a few weeks after that, one of the largest Russian warships, Moscow, has gone to the bottom. So I mean, you got the vibe of this song.
Yeah,
I think
we're going to win.
Yeah.
Fuck Russia.
Yes, yes.
It's a real video.
Yeah, no, that looks real. Is that? I assume that's a Russian plane.
Yes, of course.
I gotta tell you, I really like the beat of this.
So now he's showing how the occupant has flew somewhere, you know, or his head or whatever.
Yeah.
And he flew as this airplane, like as beautifully as this airplane or something.
I will say I do really like the optimism, at least from like even just like how the song sounds and just those.
Look at the history of music. So we have this like lyrical music that like try to express the struggles, but we also have these positive spirit songs that they're like, yeah, we're gonna win, we are great.
Yeah,
and,
you need to boost morale somehow, I suppose.
Yeah, and those people in the front line, they have this kind of attitude, and which is amazing for them because they cannot be in the other mood. That's the mood they should have.
Yeah. I will say that was my favorite. Anytime an article came out where a farmer had taken a tank, I just had to read the whole thing. I loved it.
Oh, by the way, the same artist.
Hey.
What's his name is? Taras Toполя. Тарас Тополя.
Тарас Тополя.
Oh, good.
Okay, was he singing at all about the chickens?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Well,
because there are some stories in Russian media, fake stories that there is some bio weapons made in Ukraine at the farms.
Пам'ятай, ти не курка, ти біологічна зброя.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
This is new to me.
Because you're not in Russia, so you're not subject to Russian propaganda.
I guess not, but
it's like making fun of it, you know?
Yeah.
That we are getting ready
It's like we're getting our chickens ready.
Yeah.
Далі летиш по всіх містах і селах Росії і среш.
Це насправді не какашки, це інформація. Вони привикли гавно хавати.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. So is this a collaborative effort between a lot? This isn't this isn't like one band. I guess.
Yeah, these are all separate artists. Yeah.
Okay.
Most famous female
I was just like, this is like
artists,
the funnest group of like
yeah,
artists.
like 6 people. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I listen to a lot of like Irish folk music,
Mhm.
and it just gives me that kind of impression. It's just
Mhm.
like the group, you're at the bar group chanting kind of music. Not that this is necessarily, but it's just like something where it's just like you're with your friends and everything.
Male friends,
you're
yeah.
chanting something. I love it. I love the chicken man.
He's a comedy person. You've recognized the guy.
Yeah. It's always nice to have a president that's giving that kind of support.
Of course.
Tempted to say that's my favorite one, but that may be just because I have a bias towards happier songs. But
So not the first one.
I feel like I like the first one the most, but I like how this one makes me feel. I guess it's the
Optimistic,
way.
positive.
Yeah, I feel like that. I really do like the first one the most. But I do like a good uplifting song.
Yeah, and I mean having these types of songs is very helpful to keep Ukrainian spirit up. So how much do you know about what's happening in Ukraine? Like if you were to tell to someone what's happening, what is that you would be able to tell?
I usually don't feel comfortable talking about these kind of things with others.
Because you don't know what other person thinks? Or?
Not even so much that. I hate feeling like I know more than I do. Because I know some. I feel like I know enough to have made an opinion, and that is more going towards the conclusion that yes, I do support the Ukraine. Russia is doing something terrible. What I've been trying to do more, having this happen, is look at history, because clearly this had been building up to a point. This wasn't just like, this is happening. Be honest, I feel like the most I've learned from this has been from like social media or something like that, because it's hard to say what news you'd want to get, because sometimes you don't really want an opinion, you want what is happening.
What do you think average American knows about the history of what's happening?
Of what's happening?
Can you speak from the perspective of an average American?
I would say very, very little, because it's
really, even though it's all over the news.
Like you look at some people's opinion where it seems like, wow, my gas prices are high. Let me blame this on that. I feel like this can be the extent of some people's interpretation of what's going on, or that's the reason why they have any kind of interest in it being resolved in some way.
Because they care mostly about what's touching them, their own lives, basically.
Right.
Thank you for watching this video until the very end. Дякую, що дивилися відео до кінця. Do you have any final wish to Ukrainians or to my audience?
We support you, and Ukraine will win.
Thank you. Підпишіться, будь ласка, на канал Ніна Україна, якщо ви ще цього не зробили. Я буду з нетерпінням чекати на зустріч з вами у наступному відео. Пока. Україна переможе. Дуже скоро.